If you're of a certain vintage, you probably remember the Chevy Chevette. This was a poorly equipped, poorly under-engineered, and poorly assembled hatchback here in the United States that actually went on to be a global success and spawned GMC's only sedan that they've ever sold. Welcome back to All Cars, my friends. So in the 70s, General Motors needed to replace the much maligned Vega, and they decided on the T platform. This was going to be a global platform to build a variety of different body styles around the world, either badge engineer them for markets or with local assembly. Here in America, we got a hatchback version, but around the rest of the world, they had two-door sedans, four-door sedans, an estate, what we would call a wagon, and a pickup truck version. And when it was released here, they actually played up the fact, and this would have been about 1975 for the 76 model year, they played up the fact it was a metric measurement. It was a metric car. In fact, their early brochures actually talked about it, saying that because the metric system was on the way to being the standard here in the United States. They totally missed that. But this was sold under different brands around the world. In fact, in Canada, as the Pontiac Acadian, as the Pontiac T1000 in the United States, the K180 in Argentina, the Vauxhall Chevette in the United Kingdom, Austria, France, Germany, New Zealand, Sweden, and Uruguay, the Opel Kadett C in Germany, that becomes important, the Isuzu Gemini in Japan, the Holden Gemini in Australia, the Condor in Ecuador, and the Daewoo Mapsi, I don't know how to pronounce it, in South Korea. And while it is a car that you can make fun of because it was an underpowered four-cylinder but also rear-wheel drive, not a lot of equipment, at a time when the Japanese and VW were making subcompacts like this that were transverse engine, front-wheel drive, and very reliable, very durable. This, well, it should have been a flop, but it wasn't. Here in America, they actually sold around 2.8 million of them, but worldwide in its lifetime, they sold around 7 million versions of this thing, including in South America, where in Colombia, it actually continued to sell until 1998. So here in the US, it was canceled for the 87 model year, but globally, that's when it got a major redesign, or a major refresh is another way of putting it. And it's important that Opel from Germany was selling the Kadett in Argentina. Now, Argentina was a repressive dictatorship, so Opel made the decision to close down their factories and leave the market. But GM Brazil, which made the Chevette, and Renault in Argentina had a partnership, and they got together and came up with a plan. GM Brazil wanted the Renault Traffic, a light commercial van, which itself is very interesting. It eventually became available with a part-time four-wheel drive system and a diesel engine, which was shared with the Jeep Cherokee. I think that's cool. But GM Brazil would get the Renault Traffic to sell, and in exchange, Argentina would get the Brazilian Chevette. But for some reason, they decided to label it, to market it as a GMC. And that makes it the only sedan that GMC has ever sold. Well, unfortunately, GMC is widely considered a slightly upscale Chevy truck SUV manufacturer. Maybe you get better cloth on the seats, or you get a nicer dash, or you get slightly more upscale exterior styling. It always just a little bit nicer, but not in this case. They took the same underperforming engines, poor interior, poor equipment levels, slapped a GMC badge on it, and sent it over to Argentina. In fact, the GM Brazil Chevette used a different and smaller engine than the Opel Kadett did. So Argentina actually lost the Opel, got the GMC Chevette, and lost power in the process. International auto manufacturing at its best. continued on for a few more years before eventually the whole thing was, the plug was pulled, as it were. But still, the Chevette soldiered on for several more years in various countries in South America. And that is how a 70s platform designed for the world being built in Brazil was sold in Argentina as an exchange for a van, and became the only GMC sedan ever sold, at least as far as I can tell in my research, the only GMC car sold before they started selling SUVs and CUVs. I just thought this was a cool little tidbit today. I want to thank you so much for being here, for spending a few minutes with me. Let me know your comments below. I appreciate your time.